There it is.
Sweet. Is the same recording on you guys' end?
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, welcome to a virtual Lookout podcast. I'm joined by the Roach family, and correct me if I mess this up, Kelsey, Kevin, Kalia, and Maylee.
Yeah.
Did I nail it? Oh my God. For folks listening, I recited that like 20 times before we started, and I just still messing up. But you guys are just fresh off the Lookout Conference, what is the full name for that again?
Interdisciplinary Lookout Conference, year 2.
National.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then Kelsey, you posted like the picture the first night, and it was like my favorite caption. Do you remember what it was?
Oh, the guy got up there, he said, "Loners Unite." The man from FFLA, was
it Gary?
It wasn't Gary, it was Mike. So he like called everybody, so everyone's at Hunga Dunga. So it's a whole bunch of like mostly introverts, a little bit of extrovert. They're all milling around and like, "So what are you in the L4? You? Yeah, same. Yeah, me too." And then he's like, "Hey, can we get the loners together?" And he's like, "Look at you guys, Loners Unite." And everyone was like, "Yeah."
That is awesome. Yeah, when I read that caption, I was like, that is so perfect. And it's like this, I mean, it almost looked like a club almost setting from that photo, with the lights and all that. I was like, man, it looks incredible.
Yep, that was in the back of Hunga Dunga where they brew their beer. And so like when you turn the lights down, their disco light just comes on because they have the disco ball, because breweries, you gotta have a disco ball.
You gotta set the mood.
Yeah, exactly. So we bust a move, exactly. So the lights went down, disco ball came on, and all the lookouts were like,
it's amazing. It's so cool.
Yeah, it was.
And then was anyone like comparing years with like how long you've been doing it?
Dude, there's so many more people than there were before. Like I was representing because he was picking these two up. So I went and I was like, "I'm just a fan. I'm the wife of a lookout." And then Kat House, she's like, "No, that counts. You should come." So there are like 30 more people than there were last year. Last year there were only like 50 or 55. This year they're like 80. So we almost broke 100, but everyone seemed more relaxed and like they were excited to see each other. Like last year was everyone just kind of like looking at each other, not really talking. This year it's like, "Oh, hey." So yeah, it's getting real. Should have been there, Luke.
I know, it's amazing. It's a tough weekend being Easter, Two Easter egg hunts I already had booked on the schedule, Saturday and Sunday, so it was a little hard. It's just far enough away, as you guys know, where it's hard to get over that way.
Only a quick 7 hours.
Yeah, easy 7. Is that one way too?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a nice drive. That's one thing, and the weather was perfect.
Yeah. When we go to Paradise, we used to try to hit our favorite restaurant on the way home, but it's such a long way to go through Cami and then all the way through like Darby and then get to Paradise. We're like, we'll just, where did we stop? That weird place, Jack's?
We stopped at the Jack last time.
Yeah, the Jack. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Was the big chair that's made of like a stump still there, like around? Yeah, perfect. Yeah. Well, that's cool because I mean that building's incredible. It's like 3 logs, like they're just giant.
Insane. Yeah. I couldn't believe it. Like Kevin told me that. I was like, no way. Sure enough, it's true.
Yeah. I spent many foggy nights there. It's a good place. Do you still like walk through like a stump to go in through like the doorways as part of like a stump?
Yeah, I think one entry is like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that the front and then the back or side. What's going on? You guys getting attacked by something?
There were geese. They flew over, and I know that he was thinking I could shoot those someday. The dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, lasers.
I know. I get the same feelings whenever I hear a goose honk.
Mm-hmm.
And then you guys pretty much grew up there, right? Maylee and Clea. Did I mess that up again? Clea. Maylee and Clea.
Yeah.
They've been to it twice now.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I like the Lookout Conference.
Oh, that's awesome.
People hear all the things, that crazy stuff they've seen at their tower and stuff. Like, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, you guys were like compare notes to your guys' experience. But I mean, like so you guys been the lookouts, like with the lookout with your dad for 5 years now, has it been, or
6 years? Yeah.
6 years?
will be 7.
So I mean, like you guys have grown up there a little bit, which is super cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've got by far like the coolest tower. Like these guys talk about like all the stuff they've seen, like the photos they've taken, and we've got a tire swing. Like you can't.
Yeah. You guys have, I think you guys have like way more exciting adventures because your dad was telling me about a runaway 4-wheeler incident. Was that both you guys?
It's not good to speak of such things.
I mean, it's all part of the experience, you know.
Tell us your side of the story, Maylee. She says she tucked and rolled, as for Dad Talker. But...
I was like kind of like I was walking, standing next to it on the uphill side, trying to steer it and like get it to go slowly over like the bare grass and the bumps and stuff. And then it went south and very quickly was on its own little joyride down the hill.
Yeah. I mean, it sounded like it landed all right. I mean, it was still in one piece.
I was perfectly fine standing there watching it kind of run away from me.
Just kept rolling.
Those moments where you're like, oh, is this really happening?
Yeah.
We'll see you at the bottom. Well, as long as you're all right, though. Me and your dad talked about that before. It's like that's the biggest fear in a dad's mind is like, you know, as long as nothing's attached to it, like equipment's replaceable. You know, you guys aren't, so
yeah, no harm, no foul. It worked
out.
Yeah, totally. I mean, live and learn. Like I tipped one of my dad's trucks on its side during this nasty blizzard. I was trying to make it over to Butte, and he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I don't know. I'm bored, I guess." But you know, he was pretty hot. You know, he's pretty mad. But one of his best buddies, who's a mechanic, he's like, "Oh man, I've done way worse than this. This isn't bad actually." You know, because the snow kind of saved it. It's a little Nissan truck. There's 3 of us jammed in it, so we kind of pat each other as we're going into the ditch.
Yeah,
nice.
Just life lessons, you know, you learn as you go.
That's the name of the game.
Yeah. And Kalia, have you had any, you know, scary moments like that or, you know, wild times?
I can't remember what year this was. I think I was young, I remember that. But I just remember I was like in my sleeping bag and I was like getting ready to go to sleep. And suddenly like I hear like this motor and like I like sit up and I like kind of like look out the window. And I see these headlights coming up like our hill. And I'm like, who's coming up here? Like by the time like we're done, you know, roasting s'mores, hanging out by the fire, it's like 9 o'clock, you know, head out, brush our teeth and stuff. And so like these people are just like coming up. And I'm like, what are we doing? And so I'm just like twiddling my thumbs like, oh, so they're like actually coming up here like past like 9 o'clock. And they just wanted to take pictures of the sunset and stars. So like, big like goodness, like thank goodness like they aren't like weirdos. They just want to take some photos and then they were just like gone out their way. So
yeah, totally. Well, that's where my brain would have went too, Kalia, is I'd have been like, holy cow, like who's coming up this late at night? Like I think the woods are getting more friendly now, but like when we were younger, Kevin and Kelsey, like it felt like someone's out in the middle of nowhere. They usually up to something, you know?
It still happens. All the lookouts we're talking about, like we had 2 games. One was, is it a water dog or is it a smoke? And I'm really good at that one. Then the other game was, who's had a creeper come up to the tower between the hours of 10 to 1? And so many people raised their hands, just like so many people on late night joyrides and like climbing up lookout towers and then having to be the awkward lookout that like pokes their head out, scares everybody to death. It's like, hey, I live here. Oh, Fenn's here. By the way.
Hey, Fenn, what's happening, buddy? He's back for a second round.
But yeah, no, it's for sure. Like creepy midnight stalkers at lookout towers.
Yeah. Did you hear Leaf's story about that? Where he's, you know, because his is on the ground. So he was sleeping and all of a sudden like a bright light in his face, like in the middle of the night.
No.
Yeah.
Someone with a headlamp peeking in on him.
That's so crazy. No, we were, one of the things at the lookout conference was how do lookouts protect themselves? And, you know, on when you're working for the Forest Service, you can't own the things that are very loud and go boom.
Yeah, the boomsticks.
The boomsticks. And so we're like, do you use bear spray on people? Do you just like, you know, get your pepper spray or your bees and hope for the best? Like, what do we do? So
your bees.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Ants on them.
Yeah. Yeah. It was
fling ants at him, is that what you said, Bailey?
chipmunks at them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I know it's Well, and that's the thing when you go to like Alaska, it's a little different story. They have shooters and stuff, and there's a few more boomsticks hanging around. It makes you feel a little more comfortable out there in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, and they were asking for advice, like, how would you say we'd protect ourselves? And the guy was like, I can't say. I work for the government. I can't tell you what you should do.
They all work for the government.
They leave this question. It was during like a Q&A part, and he's like, well, I can't give you exact, what you should do, but so they talked around the issue a little bit. But
yeah, man, it's kind of crazy too, because you think it'd be one of those old school like grandfathered in laws where it's like, bring whatever protection you feel you need to protect yourself with, and if it's like something that is boomstick related, it's like offer a training. Ooh, look at those lights. That's beautiful.
It is your home and your residence during that time when you're there, and you should be able to feel safe there. So
yeah, absolutely. And like, from anything, right? I mean, crazy person on meth, just like dipping through the woods, or crazy bear, whatever it might be, like either one
or both.
Or both. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You never know. There was that movie a few years back, like Cocaine Bear or something, I mean, things happen.
That just was me.
That's what I just
I can feel it. We're on the same. We've known each other long enough. We're on the same page now. Yeah, the crazy things in the woods. I was trying to get some more crazy stories out of Leaf, because he's been doing it so long. Some like UFOs, Bigfoot. Like I forgot about that chupacabra thing. So I didn't ask him that one, but
yeah, he keeps his cards pretty close. It might be hard to get him to give you any good stories. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, and he's smart. He's super smart dude, and he probably knows if he like lets something slip, if he saw something weird, then he'd have a million people searching around his lookout constantly.
Yeah, he's kind of got a cool spot where you got to put in a lot of work to get up there. So
yeah, that's probably what caught him off guard that night. Is middle of the night and getting that headlamp on, like you said, he's so far back in, and man, it took him a while to orientate. He said,
yeah, from a dead sleep, and you don't have to warn you a little bit.
Well, that's kind of the nice thing. I think it's probably good and bad about having the road is at least you can hear someone coming, unless they're hiking up the road, but that's kind of rare, huh?
We've had a couple.
There was one guy. Sorry.
There's a lives in the town that's like, how many miles? Like 9 miles down the road from us. 11.
In Clearwater.
It's 11 miles down the Clearwater.
And he
gotcha.
jogged up from his house one morning. It took him like an hour and a half.
Yeah,
3 hours.
He's an old smoke jumper dude that worked at the SO still in fire, and he just went for a run one morning, and
he's like, "Oh, I got to get back to my wife for breakfast." And we're like,
went half up and just came all the way up to the tower from there, just on a casual run.
Jeez, it's no big deal. 11 miles.
He's like, "Yeah, on my water." And we're like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead."
And the elevation gain from there too is got to be pretty good, huh? From town.
It's decent. It's probably 2,500 feet, probably from his house up to there. So
I wouldn't want to do it.
Yeah, I don't even know if I could right now.
Down a lot easier. I know that part.
Yeah.
I bet. Well, you girls could probably do it. The girls are super athletes, huh?
Not her, me. It's me.
Hey.
She's a sprinter. I'm the one who does the long distance.
But half of their training, it works out so well because they're at such high elevation at the tower. It's just about 6,800 feet.
Just
5,900 feet. There you go.
6.
So like when they get back to like, less than that, they can just run for miles. They're just good.
High altitude training. I mean, that's what like Flagstaff, Arizona is known for. All the long distance runners live around there. At least they used to. They might have a better spot now, but back when I was young, that's where they'd be.
Colorado Springs.
Oh yeah, that's kind of a new spot, huh? Colorado Springs.
Yeah, the Olympic training facility, and just more red blood.
That's good.
Something like that.
But man, my hat's off to long distance runners, because I was a sprinter as well in college, and getting kind of pain with long distance. I can do the short pain, even like a 400's a brutal race, but like anything farther than that, I'm not doing very well.
Well, she's the longest runner in the family.
She's the only one here in the family.
Yeah. Yeah, the long relays when I get sucked in every once in a while, and it sucked. It was rough on the team because if I had to get pulled in, we were pretty much going to lose. So I wasn't really giving us much of a chance. Actually, was running Pocatello the first time. And I had some pretty good confidence going in. It was indoor, and Pocatello's got this awesome indoor track. It's all wood, and you wear these cool little needle spikes. It's really cool because it's super loud because it's off the ground. And I'm hyping myself up. I'm like, I can't remember which leg I was, but I was like, yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna do good. And I hung with them for the first lap, and then that second lap, I just fell off because it's only 200-meter track, and you're running 400 meters, and I couldn't hold that 200-meter pace. They were flying.
Ugh, gross.
So that was Arena.
Hmm?
That was in Holt Arena.
That was in Holt Arena, yeah. Were you telling me it's something else now? Like,
yeah, Idaho's got an indoor track too in the Kibbe Dome. Probably it's probably a little bit bigger, but
yeah. The Kibbe Dome track?
Yeah.
Is it banked?
No.
Oh, it's a flatter. Oh, dang.
It's flat.
Yeah, that one in Pocatello was banked, so it's kind of nice, except for when you're slow like me and you start in the 200 and you're way up on top. You kind of got to hold on to the side, and then you launch, which is a cool experience, though.
Yeah. Sorry, the dog sees a rabbit. We're all like, don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, I can see the intensity in the eyes.
Yeah. Everyone's like, oh gosh.
Make better life choices.
He's perking up.
Oh, man. I don't blame him.
No, dude. He's such a hot mess express, man. We took him to the river today, and he's black as night. He doesn't like drinking water when he's having fun, and so we have to stop everything to make sure that he hydrates because he was never taught to hydrate. So heat stroke, what's that? But
yeah, he the river or a creek.
Yeah,
he'll drink out of your water bottle, but not
effective. So.
Or a dirty mud. Those.
Yeah.
That sounds like a firefighter. I mean, I had to learn the hard way.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a slow learn.
Yeah.
One of these.
So man off after my own spirit. Yeah, I was in Arizona at 110 degrees. I've told the story a few times, but I, got all clawed up because I wasn't hydrating right that second day on the fire line.
Yeah, when Heidi were talking about that, and you're like, my hand was like stuck around the chainsaw, and then got my hand peeled off, and then my wrist just kept curling in.
Yeah, it was funny because the weight of it, because I was running a 44, we're just brushing out a dozer line, and the weight was enough to keep my muscles from getting super tight. And then when I finally got out of my hands, both of them just like curled in. I was like, oh no. It's awful. You ever experienced something like that, Kevin?
Not that bad. It was always like more in my feet, my toes would do that. I never had it that bad in my hands, but yeah, the foot cramps or the calf cramps were the worst that I had.
Middle of the night ever?
No, it was always in the day, so lucked out there.
Yeah, I get in the middle of the night in the sleeping bag. I go to stretch out, in the sleep, and then my calf will cramp up.
Crash, and then it goes. Oh my god!
You been that too, Kelsey?
Oh yeah, no, I just had that. I got the flu like about a month ago, and I did some exercises because it was that day where you feel like you're good, and then your body's like, just kidding, no, you're not. So I did all those things, and I was like, whoa, I can't bend my neck, and then I all my muscles just started to go, and I called Kevin. I was like, I think I'm having a stroke. And he's like, you exercise without hydrating, you're sick. I'm like, oh right. But yeah, so I was like trying to stretch out, but as I was like stretching, all the calf muscles, so all went just. Ooh. But yeah, so I wasn't even being sporty. I was just trying not to be sick.
Yeah, just trying to be healthy. That's how it gets you, though. I mean, like for me, I'm just trying to get some good sleep, and I'll stretch out a little too deep, like point my toes, and all of a sudden, oh, you just get that knot in the calf, and that's the worst. That's the worst cramp I've ever had is a calf cramp. You
guys, calf cramp?
No, I know what hydration is.
And that's good. See, from our
I've just
mistakes.
had really bad sickness. Like, actually, this morning, actually, it's been this whole day because we exercised and went to the gym yesterday. And like this morning, I was talking to Dad about how like I was kind of like a little sore, and like doing this, it hurts right here, and it hurts like because I don't know, I just didn't stretch it out a lot.
How are you on muscle ups, Luke? How have you done a muscle up in your 30s?
Oh, I think in my 30s, but now I'm 40, so it's a new era. So I haven't done one in my 40s.
Yeah, they're trying to do all day long, and so
Not all day long. It was a brief endeavor I embarked on.
She's sensitive. She won't talk about it, but yeah, very close.
How many pull-ups can you do?
I can do 2.
Yay!
Those
Me
are pull-ups.
too.
Those aren't even like full body ups. Those are just like with my hands. But the first time he did a muscle up, he's going to be 45. It was at Christmas time, and I had no idea what he was doing. All of a sudden, he just starts screaming, and I'm like, shoot, something heavy just fell on Kevin, and I'm going to have to pull it off of him. Turns out it was like his victory howling, but I'm like, oh my gosh, I thought you were dying. He's like, yeah, let's go.
Oh man, I know the feeling though. Like especially with something you haven't been able to do since you were a kid. You know, like I don't even know what that feels like to do a muscle up anymore. It's been so long.
They're hard still.
Get your legs kicking. You know, like trying to pull over.
I wish I had seen it. I just heard the aftermath, and like my nervous system went. I'm like, oh, he's fine. This is a good sound.
Yeah, it's a good roar. You know.
Good roar. Yeah.
I used to be able to dunk, and that's my new goal is to try to dunk in my 40s because I'm not even close right now. I used to be able to do it pretty easy.
How tall are you, Luke?
I'm like right at 6 foot.
Okay. Can you dunk?
No.
No, I was talking to me.
No, I'm shorter than Dad.
Get me a trampoline. I'll be like the Phoenix Suns mascot. I'll throw it down.
Between the legs and
Of course,
You could dunk.
At the
No,
trampoline
I
at the
could not.
trampoline park in town, I could dunk on that one with a little assist.
that feels good. Feels good every time.
Assist.
An elevator.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think I'll get it back. I just gotta put some time in. But when you're like younger, there you go. My end froze up for a minute. But when you're younger, you just jump around and do more things, you know, like you having like a PE class, you know, like the first time I ever dunked was in I think it was my sophomore year of high school. I was just super excited messing around with the fellas. And have you guys ever played eclipse ball?
No.
Are you
What's
guys
that?
familiar?
Is it ball and crack?
Eclipse ball. It's got this weird little like round ball. It's rubber and it's got air in it. And then you have like a tennis racket, and it's kind of like volleyball, but with this little tiny rubber ball and with tennis rackets. And it's almost like volleyball and pickleball had a baby.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you guys played pickleball?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
We
yeah,
are
pickleball.
obsessed, Luke.
Just make sure. Years ago, no one knew what it was. And but this ball is like tiny, and it's like the size of a big softball, I guess. And my friend like threw it at me, and I caught it, and I was able to throw it down, and I was like really happy. And it was kind of hard after that, but then it like kind of cracked the code, and I was able to do volleyball, and then the girls basketball. But my hands aren't quite big enough for guys, so that one took a little more effort.
It's all in how you try, Luke.
Yeah.
I got a softball down once, but that was it. So
So you had it there, man. See if you had the bigger hands.
no.
He's got one finger, you can't see it, but it's crooked. It's about at a 72-degree
that where your
angle.
pencil
It was
rests?
from
No, that's from softball.
it was from a softball game that he didn't want
Oh,
to exactly. So but yeah, if you look at it,
Guys playing outfield and dove for one and took it right off the end of the finger.
Oh,
man.
38, 39.
he's like, I should have got it set, but I was having too much fun.
No, I get it. Yeah, especially younger, you're bulletproof. It'll be fine.
Should have probably got that one fixed. But
Yeah. But that's what you're thinking, like, it'll fix itself, you know, a little dirt on it, just keep cruising, you know?
squeeze it a couple times is good.
you bounce
Yeah.
back. The older you get, less.
Have you guys ever caught a basketball off the tip of your finger? Like you get a hot pass and you don't quite open your hand up all the way, and
Yeah, lots of times. Yeah,
Fond memories.
I can still hear that sound.
yeah, and the knuckle is always like the middle knuckle will just like balloon up, and they're so stiff.
Yep.
Yeah.
But speaking of fitness, before I forget, Kevin, you signed up for, is it Mountain Tough? What's the competition?
Tough Fest.
Yeah, we're going to Tough
Tough
Fest again in Bozeman.
You too.
They're doing one in Missoula in July called Tough Elk, which should be pretty cool too.
Are you guys doing that too?
Nah,
There's a lookout tower he needs to be at, but no, they have Tough Sheep.
Yeah.
You get a chance to win a mountain or a
sheep tag.
sheep tag. And then there's Tough Elk. Then there's Tough Fest, which they really want to go to.
Oh my goodness.
prepare for it better.
And tough deer.
And
too.
tough
Tell me
deer,
not
too.
prepared for it?
No, it's just time and money and like scheduling and stuff. But we'll get there.
I love the competitiveness though. That was so awesome, man. Like, wait, who you say is not ready?
Jeez.
We'll try to get them out to Bozeman next year for it.
Oh my goodness.
Mhm.
Yes.
They're excited for it.
But we're so much more
Oh,
prepared. It's not a 900 foot plus ruck. It's an 1800 foot plus ruck. Like we thought that it was 900 feet one way. It's 1800 feet. Like the ruck for the M. Yeah, I did not think I'd have to go that high, Luke. I mean,
Yeah, that was a pretty rough start to the morning. 5 a.m. leaving the parking lot at dark to hike up there for the sunrise. It was epic though, but it was a good pull.
now we know what to do.
Yeah, that's like one of those things that like we get sent to a fire, you don't know anything about it, and next thing you know, you're death hiking up there like like 6 in the morning or something, and you kind of wish you would have started earlier because it's so damn hot,
That's a pretty steep trail going up around the M there in Bozeman. That is not meant for fully loaded stock animals going up that hill or down that hill. It's full.
No, that's a healthy pull. And then you guys said it's past the M too, right?
Yeah, you like get to it, and then I was like, "We're done now, right?" And then Kevin sees these guys going up, and he's like, "Honey." So, and I'm like, no. He's like, "You can do it."
Yeah, there's
You
kind
can
of
do it.
a false summit there, and you kind of go on this little bench, and you can see this other ridge quite a ways up there. I was like, I think that's probably where it ends.
I'm like,
So,
maybe
yeah.
they're just doing extra. Maybe it's just the Tough Fest way to do extra. No. Had to do it twice.
Wait, did you say twice?
Well, it was 900 feet and then 900 feet. See, I thought it was just 900 foot elevation gate. I made for beaches and coffee, Luke. What can I say?
No, I don't blame you at all. I'm getting there myself. I mean, like, it's so hard too when you already have in your brain like how far it might be, and then you gotta go twice that far. Like that's some mental toughness there.
Yeah. I had to apologize a couple times, but at least I know this year, so it's good.
Yeah, now you're ready.
Yeah. Right. Yep.
But it's only 800 feet, you said this time. So is that more like 1,600 feet?
Oh no, still be 1,800 feet. I just know it's 1,800.
Oh, I missed that the first round when you said, I thought you said 800. Oh, 1,800. So, I mean, at least that hasn't changed. First thing in the morning, that's the way it starts off, is just hammer the hill.
4 o'clock in the morning, all the dogs are running around, like so many dogs at Tough Fest. Holy Moses. But they're like, okay, get up there. And everyone's like trucking away. And yeah, it's intense. It starts in the pitch black and you're trying to talk to people and all you can see is like the arrowleaf balsam root just sticking up. There we go.
Oh, that sounds beautiful, though.
It's gorgeous.
It's a pretty good view.
You're
up there.
crying doing it, but it's really pretty. Wasn't it?
They're happy tears, I swear, as you're just in pain. Do they provide the weight, or do you guys got to bring your own?
We brought our own for that, and there's a couple other parts of the exercise portion that's just nice to have your own pack. They had some sandbags and stuff there to load up your pack, and I was the only one rocking an old fire pack. Everyone else had their fancy hunting packs, and
Yeah, so many people were talking about it too. Like, there's 2 types of wives. There are the wives that join the workout, and then there are wives that are cheering on from the sidelines and handing them water and saying, "Good job, honey." I was one of those. But so many of the guys that their fleet, they were like, "Look at that guy's old pack. That's old school." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's Kevin." But
that one's mine.
down around his hips, instead of up on his back, and they're all like, "Whoa, that guy's old school." And yeah, that's it. Oh, but another thing about or just old. Now you're in your prime. But the other thing about is like everything they say, like they give you like the full workout so you can be prepared, and always says suggested supplemental weight 60 pounds for men, 40 pounds for women. So they're always like, you should be carrying something, but if you're not, I guess that's okay too. Or is it higher than that? Is the suggested? Okay, the suggested is 60 extra pounds for men and 40 extra pounds for women. So it's like, do more.
Yeah, and then they get you that little like shaming. They're like, I mean, we encourage it, but if you don't have to,
Are you gonna best you could possibly be, or just be pretty good? Either way is fine. Just just think about it. So
yeah, just think about it, just enjoy yourself. And you're like, oh god, all right, put more on me.
yes, hence the name Tough Best.
Yeah. Well, I won't keep you guys too much longer. I gotta go rest the old kiddos anyways. But any other highlights from the inaugural? What was it? Look out.
Interdisciplinary. Yeah. I know. I can't say with a straight face. But yeah, daughters, what did you like about it the most?
Food was fire.
Oh yeah, good food.
We went to the 1912 building in Moscow, and they had tacos, and I was happy.
It's hard to beat, tacos are always great.
Yeah, they had a good postcard contest, and Mark Moak, of course, stole the show with all of his awesome photography, and
I think he got like first place, second place, and third place.
Yeah, he got all places, Luke.
Yeah, he's something. The photos he's gotten over the years, and his presentation was really good. Bill Moore was awesome too. His tech kind of gave up. His like self-fulfilling prophecy. He always worries about his PowerPoint not working, and his didn't work.
He told Billy Cooper, like, man, I have been having dreams that the PowerPoint's just gonna go out. And then Billy's like, he told me this. He prophesied this was gonna happen. But
he tells me that was pretty awesome. Yeah. So he's fun to listen to.
Yeah, he handled it great. Yeah.
And then it's kind of it was just a virtual one with the guy that does the hotshot wake up, but that was good. And yeah, lots of good conversation. And there was
most of the talking, well, not most of it, but the whole thing was about keeping the wild and wilderness. And that's what Kevin's whole thing was. So like he had idle, because in wilderness the word idle is in there. And his whole presentation was just about like how good it is to just be still and be in nature, and like you don't have to make it fancy, and you don't have to like change everything, and how important it is to like remember. So he talked about everyone from Moose Creek, like Penny and
Emil, and
yeah. So he talked about all the people that taught him what it is to be a Moose Creeker. And then we got into the whole, should cameras be on lookout towers? And man, Luke, whole bunch of introverts with feelings. That was really good, because they're like, nope. And they're like, you can keep me in the tower and I'll have the camera with it. But so many times we're talking about like the humanality of just like having someone at the lookout tower if something goes wrong, or if like, you're hunting and you get injured, or if you're lost and you get scared. Like just knowing there's someone in that tower, that's something really comforting that a camera could never provide. So
yeah, one of the guys talked about like how he helped people who were lost, and like he was able to help find someone's grandma who decided to go off on a wilderness adventure.
Oh yeah, this little blue dot, she hunkered down in a lightning storm. Yeah, and
yeah, it's just cool to hear the stories. I'm like, yeah, so why are we considering cameras even when
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm so glad that came up and that was a conversation, because I mean, all of us, and especially me in my podcast, when I talk to like Leaf and you guys, like that's one thing I'm hammering home is like you can't be the human in the tower. And like you guys were saying, like you were saying, Kelsey, like there's so many hunting stories where someone was lost, or a big squall hit and you can't see anything, you just stumble into a tower, and you got someone there who's super friendly with a warm fire to help weather the storm, and then you can once things clear up, get back on your way. Otherwise, I mean, person might not even make it, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
As you guys know, hypothermia sets in super quick.
Yeah. And like
No.
Cool Water Tom, I've only ever been to his lookout once, but he made cookies because he knew they were coming. And like to replace someone like Cool Water Tom with a camera, just or
Camera can't make cookies.
the
Last
camera
I
can't
checked.
make cookies. No.
Yeah,
Not
100%. I mean, yeah, even at the basic level like that, you know, just like, and that's my kind of thing too, is like not only watching over the forest, but also like a bit of a tour guide when you're up on top of the mountain, you know, when folks come to visit and like telling them why you're there, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's more of our job probably is spent doing that. Way more is spent doing that with just being, a go-to for the public where, we don't spend that much time spotting fires. We look a lot, but,
That was another big conversation too, is how to get people like these guys, like this younger generation, interested in like going outside. And like, is social media a good thing? Like it exposes you, but at the same time, there's some freaky people out there, and you don't want like the big conversation was, well, there are lots of big conversations, but it's like, do we keep our lookouts kind of sacred and kind of like, those who know, or do you open them up to everybody so that everybody loves them and everybody keeps them safe? And so with this new generation coming up, that was the big question, like how do we get them to like them, not destroy them, but also not overrun them so they keep their their mystery and their intrigue kind of with them.
Yeah, it's a tough balance. I mean, that's the battle the smoke jumper world was having when I was there. Tom Harbor, one of the heads in the Forest Service, came to talk to us, and that was kind of his argument. Is like you guys are getting too good at being quiet professionals, and no one knows who you are anymore. So like when the budget comes down, there's people in DC that see smoke jumper, or at least they see the cost and they see smoke jumper, and like, don't we have hot shots? What do we need these guys for? What do we need these folks for? So if like no one knows about you, it's a lot easier to cut you on the budget, cut you from the budget. But if the public is going to be pissed off because they all appreciate you and want you around, and it's a little harder.
Yeah, there was a few people last year that came up and were like, "Oh, I didn't know they were still staffing lookout towers." Yep, we're still here.
Yeah, still there hanging on. Well, it's so important, like I talked to Leaf and like Kevin, you experienced like being the boots on the ground and having a lookout on your watching your six, like nothing beats it, man, because they're there around the clock. They got your back, whether it be a storm or the fire's hooking you or whatever, nasty things coming your way, or just even just like a friendly, hey, clear skies, things are good today. Like that just makes your job so much safer and simpler and better in all ways.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, and just a good place to go and hang out when it's slow or in the early season or even in the late season and get a good view and have a cup of coffee and shoot slingshots and pick huckleberries.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The girls earlier or last summer, a hotshot crew from Alabama came up, and Billy let them play with her slingshot and stuff, and
Their slingshot was kind of lame, but mine's cooler. So
Yeah,
That's awesome.
pizza place in Kamei, the inside of the box you can tear it out, and it's got a shooting target in it, so you can shoot BB guns or slingshots at it or whatever you want to. So kind of fun.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, then a hotshot crew will never forget that. They're probably still telling stories about it.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's awesome.
I can't remember how many years ago this was, but these Californians came up to our lookout tower. And it was during huckleberry season. And oh, Dad, how old were we?
You were like
Well,
10.
4 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so 4 years ago. And of course, me and Bailey are all like tough about it. Like, yeah, no, you're not going to be able to pick our huckleberries, but we're like secretive about it. So we tell them that the huckleberries aren't ripe yet. And then they're going to have to come back later. Yet, even though the huckleberries are ripe, we're like, nah, they need to get, a darker color. They aren't ripe yet. They're going to taste all sour and stuff. And so they, they believe us. And they're like, yeah. So we go on a rampage. We're picking huckleberries like demons. I'm not. This was a picture from last year. I'm pretty sure you took this picture, but But last year, like, we picked so much that we had like purple hands, and stuff. But we just picked so much, and so by the time that they came back up, there wasn't as many huckleberries that they could pick. So
Tell them what time you set your clock for to wake up.
5 a.m.
5 a.m.
That is incredible, Kalia. That's awesome.
Just so the
But
cow.
I get it. I mean, huckleberries are sacred. You get your stash spot. I mean, it's just like a hunting spot. Like people around here, they don't tell you where they get huckleberries. They just have them.
What's funny is we were talking about like, funny weird things that happen to the tower, and the introverts of the family, they're like, I don't want to say about that. So I got up and I was like, well, when the Californians come up and then I hear, hey, 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 behind me, Luke, I insulted one. I don't even know which one it was. I was like, oh, bless you. Anyway, so yeah, right off the bat, I was like, oh, you silly Californians. One's like, hey, hey. So they're amongst them.
Yeah, it's a great way to kick off the show there, or
Make
what's
it
the
up.
word?
No.
Yeah, what's the word I'm looking for? Like make an entrance, kind of like there's a different word I'm looking for, but it's a great way to start.
Huh? Idahoan that doesn't want to share with Californian natives.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got that out of the way early.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Get it out of the way, let them know.
Yeah.
That is awesome though. That was during the conference? You were up on stage?
Well, we were talking amongst ourselves, like we were talking about whose speech was that? It was the guy that he worked at Corral Hill one year.
Oh yeah,
that was
guy.
Yeah. I forget it.
I'd have to look at the
It was like
program.
Leaf. Maybe.
No. We'll send you his name. But anyway, he was talking about Corral Hill. He worked there, and then he worked at a couple other places, and then his lookout just got shut down. Then he just wanted to say, he was talking about the weird things that had happened, and he's like, what weird things have happened to you guys? Kevin talked about getting a census piece of paper, like stapled onto like, the lookout tower, like how many people live here? And now it's hanging up in there.
It's our trope, our memory.
You ever know
that is awesome.
Did we ever tell
A
you
census?
that? Yeah.
No, I don't. Yeah, I didn't know you guys got one. That's awesome.
Yeah, we came home just to get showers and groceries, and got back there the next day, and the census taped it to the gate down at the bottom of the tower for us to fill out of how many people live here. And
So Kevin like taped it to the lookout tower. He's like, it's a lookout tower. But yeah. So as we're talking
that's
about,
awesome.
yeah, I was like, Californians, and sorry to all the Californians listening. I do love you.
Yeah. We all love you. Just it's just different world out in Idaho, in Montana.
Just don't touch our bears.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, leave our bears alone.
Yeah, that's true.
You spoke about the secret.
Yeah, we just outed our secret. They all know. Berries.
That's true.
They were right.
Yeah, dang it. Now you guys got to come up with a different tactic if when they come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, when the berries were neon green, they're right.
yeah,
Perfect. Yeah, that's perfect timing there.
Pink. Pink, not purple.
Well, we gotta one of these days we gotta all meet up in the Airstream so I can get you guys all on. Oh, I lost you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Low power mode. We got.
Oh, got you. Oh, dang. Well, shoot. Let me wrap this up real quick. Well, I really appreciate you guys coming on. I wish I was at the conference. It sounded awesome. We'll definitely have to do another round with the whole fam, and bring Lachlan in next time too.
yeah. Hopefully, the conference isn't on Easter weekend.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be the only complaint that I had, but I'm sure it was because of so many other things coming up this spring that's what they had to choose from. So
It was still.
Yes, but. Oh, go ahead, Kelsey.
I was just gonna say it was still amazing though, having them all in Moscow, and like afterwards I saw a couple of them at coffee, like when I went to go get my coffee the next day, they're like, Kelsey! So yeah, just to be a little bit known, it's really cute.
Yeah, you're famous.
Oh yeah. Bring the Lookout family closer, and more enthusiasts and stuff. It's super cool, and like I kind of mentioned earlier with the smoke jumpers, it's the best way to keep it alive, is get more interest in it and keep people talking about it,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, for sure.
Even though most of us don't want to, but
Yeah.
They talk eventually. Just give them a couple years. Start talking to your ear.
Yeah, totally. Well, yeah, we'll have to figure out a plan to meet up so I can get you guys in the Airstream. We'll do a in-person one. It's always a little bit better, but I appreciate you guys coming on. This is great.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
betcha.
Memorial Day, you know where we'll be.
Oh, true. Is the whole family going?
Just
No.
us and Lachlan this year. So
Oh,
redo.
well, we can meet up, but yeah, with
Yeah.
Clay and Maylee there, we'll have to get you guys in the Airstream, get the full family in there. Got plenty of room, and it's pretty cool setup. I don't know, your dad probably told you, but
Sick.
We'll have to make that happen.
yeah, well, I appreciate you guys. You guys have a fine evening.
You too. Take care.
Bye.
See you guys. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.